Welcome to today's perfect selfie skin makeup tutorial where I'm going to show you how I achieve a flawless base that photographs extremely well. First things first, you have to start off with skincare. I'm just going to quickly go through the products that I use. I cleanse with this pH Balancing Cleanser by Acewell. I tone with the Polish Choice Advanced Replenishing Toner, and I use 3 essences. The first is this Birch Juice Hydro Essence Skin, then this Licorice Essence Mist, and this Rice Ferment First Essence. And then I use this Klairs Rich Moist Serum, this Polish Choice Booster. I don't know how to pronounce it, it'll be down below. And then I use this eye cream and I moisturize with this Polish Choice Moisturizer. Now, I'm going to just quickly, do some liners so we can get into this beat. I use the Huda Beauty Life Liner and girl, she is black. So let's get into the makeup that I use to achieve my flawless base. I do like to prime now. She likes to prime. So I'm using this Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. This feels so luxurious. It glides right onto my already prepped base. So I just rub that in. I don't really put it on my forehead because I don't need it. Now I'm going to go in with this Fenty Beauty Honey Setting Powder just a little bit. And I'm just going to set the center of my face, which is like my chin, my mouth, my nose, and my inner cheeks, because those get oily the quickest and I want makeup to last the longest in that area. Now it's time to apply foundation. I love this Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. I'm in the shade 345, so I just take 3 pumps. I know that's quite a bit, but my sponge absorbs a lot of the product, so I just use 3 pumps. So I'm just taking my black beauty blender and pressing that into my skin. I like to take my time blending in my foundation, and that's why I really love hydrating or dewy foundations, because it allows me to take my time without it drying down. And this foundation is so dewy. She's so hydrating. This is my new favorite foundation. So my NARS, honey, my NARS. She has some competition. And I know you guys like to watch me blend in my foundation, so all of this is real-time footage. I didn't speed it up at all. So enjoy me blending in my foundation. Next, it is time to conceal. I've actually been loving the Fenty Beauty concealers, especially with this foundation. I didn't like it with the matte foundation, but I really love these concealers with the hydrating foundation. So I'm using the shades 330 and 300. I'm going to lay down 330 first. This is a concealing shade, and then I'm going to lay down 300 as a highlighting shade. So I like to take my time applying my concealer because I don't really blend up near my eye anymore, thanks to Jackie Aina's tips and tricks. I just blend the edges of my concealer. So I like to I like to apply it very close and neat and concise up under my eyes. So now I'm taking the shade 300 and just applying it right on top. I really love this technique. Jackie Aina has put the girls on. She has elevated their routines. So I'm using a bit of her tips and tricks and incorporating it into my now perfected and current base routine. So now I'm going to take this Black Opal True Color Skin Perfecting Stick Foundation. Woo! A mouthful. This is in the shade Warm Almond. I really love to cream contour with this, so I'm applying it on my cheekbones and then my jawline to snatch that Zebel chin. And now I take this Fenty Beauty Cheek Hugging Highlighting Brush. I really love it for this purpose to blend cream contour. It's like a really good brush. It keeps everything tight and concise, so I just blend my jaw and then I go and blend in my cheekbones. It really helps keep the cream contour controlled because sometimes I just bring it down too far and it messes me up and it makes me look a mess, but I really like this brush for this purpose. So I'm just keeping it controlled and blending it up as opposed to down. So we have a very nice and snatched face. Alright, now it is time to blend the concealer. First, I start off with my chin. I start off in the center of my face because I do like my under eyes to sit a little bit longer. So I'll just start with my chin, my nose, and then my forehead. And then I will work my way to my under eyes. And when I blend my under eyes, I just start at the edge of the concealer. I don't really blend up because I want that area to maintain its fullest coverage. And when you blend right up in that area, you kind of take away some of the product. So I just blend the edges, and I really love this technique. It just looks so snatched in photos. Shout out to Jackie Aina for putting the girls on. And then I just go ahead and take that butt of the blender and blend out the edges so it blends into the cream contour. Now I'm going to take this Il Makiage Waka Mineral Baked Bronzer before I even set my face. Okay, I know it's like, oh my gosh, you're applying bronzer before you set your face. Yes, girl, it looks so good. Just press it, don't rub it. Just press it in with a brush and it just brings even more warmth into the face. And it just looks so soft and just a soft sculpted bronze tour effect. I love it. Now we're going to take this Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. I use the shade Banana Bread, and this is what we're going to use to set the places in which we concealed. So our under eyes, our chin, our nose. I slap a whole lot of powder onto my nose. It's because she be slipping and sliding. Like, this is the first area of my face where you see oil protrude through. So I just need to make sure she is locked in place, and then I just go ahead and press that into my chin. And then I also go back and just apply a little bit of bake under my eyes. Now we're going back into the Honey Powder by Fenty Beauty, and we're just going to take the butt of the Beauty Blender and press that into the rest of our face. Just a little bit. I don't really need to set much of the rest of my face because I like that to be dewy, but I really need my under eyes to be locked in place because they crease. Okay, I sweat on my under eyes. Does anybody else sweat on their under eyes? Like, the moment I get hot, my under eyes start to sweat. It's weird, so I got to make sure them girls is locked. Now I'm just going to take this Morphe E-Series brush. I don't know the exact name. It'll be down below. And I'm just going to press in that bake. I don't really wipe the bake away. I just press it to ensure my under eyes are locked in place. And now I'm going to take this Collab Beauty setting spray. It's not the best setting spray, but it's the one I have for now. And I'm just going to drench my face in it. And this is what makes my face look so melted and beautiful. It's not the best. As you can see, it leaves a bunch of water droplets on my face. So I'm just taking my Beauty Blender and then just pressing that in. And now I'm just going to go back in with that Il Makiage Waka Mineral Baked Bronzer. I'm just going to touch up my bronze tour. I'm blending up so I don't blend too far down and so I can maintain that sculpted bronze tour effect. I'm going to take that same bronze tour and just sculpt my nose out. I applied a little bit too much, as you can see. It's a little bit too harsh, but we blend it out eventually. It's a little bit too dark for my bronze tour on my nose, but it'll do, okay? Now we're going to take some Lancome Le Monochromatique blush in the shade Petite Baisu. I love this blush. It's like the perfect pinky blush. It has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not like sparkly. It's more like it adds a glow to your cheeks, which I love, and it's just the perfect pinky shade. And to highlight, I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Afternoon Snack / Mo Honey Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter. I'm going to apply that to the high points of my face, my cheekbones, my nose. You know the drill. Now I'm going to apply some Cocoa Lashes by Celeste Los Angeles, and this completes my perfect selfie skin and makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Check down below because all of these products will be listed down below and linked. I love you guys so much. And until next time, always remember to serve, honey. And I will see you in my next upload. Bye.